The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports from the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts. On 1st down, Hurts. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the 2nd of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. This, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023. Throwing is Hurts. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, A little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Third down, Dalvin Cook. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 16 carries, 68 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing is Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll go Madison up the middle, and finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8 from the 2 now. 2nd and goal. To throw, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Take it in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run once more with Taylor. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they will. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Za'Darius Smith able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Pressure comes and down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Getting the ball is Cook, right left. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. This is taken at the 23. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. Dances by him. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, it's Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Running left, Taylor.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They're going to look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dan. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost,
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at it. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. Powering forward. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On play action, Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He stiff arms him. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give left side to Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 29, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On second down, it's Cook again. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins, and this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Cook. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. On on 2nd and 9. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Patrick Jones there on the tackle. Second and 5 now. Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. Touchdown, Eagles. Zach Pascal, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. To throw is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. On 2nd down, Cook. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Cook.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need. Hurts fumbles it.
And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run with Cook, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll run for it with Cook, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they will fall to 1-1.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.